Let it rain on me, let it drench my clothes. Let it rain on me, let it cleanse my soul. Let it rain on me in the 360. Let it rain in my city, let it drown my clothes. Let it rain on me.
I ain't editing none of this shit either.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, you got me fucked
People
up.
like the bloopers.
Yeah.
I like the bloopers.
Bloopers is going in there. I
Bloop,
like
bloop, bloop.
Have like a special episode 8.5 bloopers. People like that shit.
Stoopers.
But no stupid people allowed. So stupers. No.
Get my part in there. What's going down? What's going down?
It is the preseason finale.
Finale.
Loving Lacey, the podcast show for the 360.
Hey.
Hey, it's your boy B, a.k.a. Be Active.
And I'm Lacey from Lacey.
Cal from Cal. I always wonder if they understand the joke that I'm putting off with that. Lacey from Lacey, Cal. Whatever. I'm sure they do.
If you don't know, now you know.
If you didn't know, now it's more than
now
obvious.
Now they get it.
Just one of those things.
Someone didn't know it. They asked me, why do you say that? I said, it's a joke on what Lacey
It's a spoof.
Come on, for real.
Oh, man.
Kalvin,
Cal from Cal. They're like, it doesn't make any sense. I explained it. I'm like, oh, it does. It does now.
And it seemed like it's been forever.
For real.
We've been
sick, and then...
Yeah,
sick.
I was sick. Then Babe was sick, probably because I was sick and I gave it to her.
Tends to work like that.
Yeah.
Fucking
You was busy.
Yeah.
So now we back. But we about to leave.
Man.
This is it. This is the season finale, the preseason. This is the working out the kinks. Figured it out. We did 12 episodes until we figured how to get it right. And now we got it right. And you will be expecting season 1 about end of August. So we got our summer to kick it and bring y'all some new content. And y'all going to hear about it before this show's over.
What can they expect from season 1?
What do you think, Kalvin?
I'm expecting the world from season 1. I'm excited, man.
I mean,
I'm excited. Lots of guests.
All that.
Lots of guests. Some fire guests at that. You know what I mean? It's going to be cracking.
I was going to jump into it later in the show, but since you brought it up, we might as well just put it out there right
Since
now.
I forced your hand
we still got Rob Wiggins coming on.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all going to see him soon. They got a big car show in July, so we might actually shoot out there at the car show, get some footage of that.
That is one thing we need to get to doing is like take a little mic and go, do it like little interview things that we're talking about. Essentially, I be out in the public all the time with the kids and doing stuff.
You do.
Yeah, so I should really but I need to write some or get something in my head, like 3 questions to ask, or even just do like a comedy thing, really like pranksters, jokes, freaking, who knows, Something.
Right.
Anything. But I'll be staying with the places to go and the things to do, family places. Keeping up on that. We've been doing a little bit so far this summer. One thing we just recently did was Tumwater Falls, and I have been wanting to go there for a while and just take the walk. There's not like a playground. I mean, there's 2 little ship boat things up at the park, but there's not a park there. There is a park down the street, but not at the actual Tumwater Falls. Too. However, though, the little trail is like a mile, I think, in total. It's just like a little circle. What really what I'm taking out of it, besides just like enjoying the scenery and the nature and like letting the kids kind of explore around, is pictures. It's a photo op for sure. Like if you want to go get some family photos or take your own, that's the spot. It's beautiful.
Tumwater Falls.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's so beautiful.
Who you got lined up though? I know you got some guests lined up.
I do. I got K, D.
Oh, he on
R.
That.
I just wanted to be surprised. I wanted to be surprised.
I got S, R, B.
Damn.
I got L, O, B, E. I need love.
For real.
Yeah.
I'm for real too.
I know y'all see the post. We got some big guests coming.
I
didn't get what she was doing at first.
In different area codes.
Yeah.
Oh, she's bugging, bro. That was good.
Gotta keep them on the toes. You know what I'm saying? They
I already heard it.
They don't know.
As soon as she came with the I already knew it was some bullshit.
Oh, when I was halfway?
I'm trying to put it together, bro. Who's Oscar?
You know, Kalvin's slow. It's live. Yeah, we back. We gonna end the season the way we started.
Right.
It's live. Yeah, it's live, Kalvin.
It's gonna be season 8, episode 5. Gonna come up again.
It's live.
Oh shit!
If I said I got some 304s, do you know what that means?
Some Floridas.
304s.
I don't.
Think about a pager. Back in the day, the pagers. You would type the numbers in, you turn them upside down, they read words.
4.
304. Upside down.
Oh, I got hoes.
Yeah!
In different area code.
Back in the day.
Oh.
Pagers, man, that's crazy, huh?
Yeah, we come a long way from that, man. Now you can access the internet from your palm and all type of crazy stuff, man. There's no excuse not to be able to do anything or find any information these days.
Absolutely.
From the palm of your hand.
Right,
That
babe? Google.
That is facts, though. Google.
There's no excuse.
There's
People
always...
like, what's the address to this? I'm like, because you can't Google it real quick.
Right. I'm not big on the maps. I've been getting more
You don't
into
even have to
maps
Google.
lately.
You just go on Google
anything,
and you
anything.
type the freaking
Right.
place and it'll bring the address up for you. You don't got to be on
crazy.
maps.
I feel like, what do you think that's going to do for society, though? Like, in the future? You know
I
what I mean?
mean, I think
There is no
Simply,
future. It's
right,
already here.
just like the thing with kids not writing in cursive and this simple stuff like that, and then like how they're teaching them math, but then there's the AI stuff that we had talked about, right? So it's like
ChatGPT.
eventually they're not even gonna have to like really learn and know. They're just gonna type it in and they're gonna have all the answers and everything. So they're not gonna have
Speaking
to
of
learn
AI,
it and remember it.
They just dropped this feature because I know you guys know in the episode I dropped the Red Merchant. You know, me and my boy, Mama's Boy, relaunched that. So I was doing a lot of uploads to eBay this weekend, and they got a new AI feature. So when you put the title of whatever item in you're loading, the description has a feature that says use the AI description. You click on that, and it just says writing, and then you know what I'm saying? And it
You ain't
gives
gotta do
the
nothing.
whole breakdown of what the item is. It gives it the super commercial touch. It's AI. I mean, I just loaded. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I just loaded 25 items this morning,
Right.
and I was using that thing every time. Boop, boop.
You know what
It
else?
just does it for you,
You know what
huh?
else they be
AI.
on? If you talk about if you talk anything, we're talking about right now. All of a
Right.
sudden, the ads on our phones are about to be all that.
I don't
The
like that.
suggestions are gonna be all that. That
Yeah.
shit is weird.
I don't like that, man.
Even people, me and the homegirls, we're getting our little get together girls night. We're talking about certain people, certain things, and then all of a sudden it's like people you may know on Facebook. Like,
For
are you
real.
for real?
For real.
Yeah, I know them and I ain't seen them in 20 years. But damn, I was literally just
Yeah, that's
talking
just
about
like
them.
just
Right.
like my homegirl. So I was playing frisbee with Aries a few weeks ago for her birthday. We was out there, and she was talking about wanting to play football and all these things. And I was like, yeah, man, my homegirl Janelle Marquez, she
Yeah.
played football back in middle school.
Yeah.
She was one of the first females to do it. Played on the team,
Yeah, and I
tackle
was talking about
football.
her fighting and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
we were
Yeah,
talking
she
about
was
we were
getting
talking
down
about her
everything.
UFC. She modeled. She did all this shit. I personally haven't heard from her in years. Literally, I had to text a screenshot to my wife. It said Facebook friend suggestion, Janelle Marquez, that same
Right.
day.
And she lives up north, too.
Yeah,
she don't even live
I
down
hit
here.
her up, and what's
Yeah.
so cool about her is when I told her that I was explaining, how she was breaking barriers and she was able to, be kind of a tomboy, a model, a fighter, and still be a woman. And I was, basically using her as an example to teach my daughter that she can be whatever she wants. And Janelle was like, hell yeah, I'll meet her. That's what's up. Like,
Yeah.
let's get together. Like,
She
Janelle's
is
my
a
partner.
cool
She was
ass
one of the
female.
first people I met when we moved to Washington. She lived right next door to my grandma. Rest in peace, Grandma Grace Mitchell. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, Janelle is good ass people. I remember I have not seen her or talked to her in years either, but she was a very cool female. Her and I think at the time her best friend was like Shantae.
Yeah,
or something. They were
she's good
super
people.
cool ass females
For
back
sure,
in the
for
day.
sure.
I know her through her sister.
Yeah.
I was cool with her sister.
Yeah, but she said, like, I had hit her up after I was like, man, I was just telling my daughter, just, it's been years. And she responded right away and was like, hell yeah, I'll definitely come. We'll link up and catch up, and I'll meet your daughter, no problem. She's like, I mess with nothing but movers and shakers in my corner. Like, I'm doing big things. She's helping the community in major ways. You know what I'm saying? And speaking of, like, community support, You know what I mean? We got a Thurston County Commissioner, Emily Klaus, you know, running for the state commissioner. And, you know, her only downfall or barrier is money. You know, the person she's running against, he got 2 donations and got 40 grand or some weird thing like that. And she's getting a bunch of small donations. So sometimes we're losing out on quality candidates that can help our community because they ain't got the money. And the people with the money don't care about the issues. You know what I'm saying? And
That's
it just,
how everything is.
yeah, it happens a lot. So that's why I made a post
Everything
on my
in
Facebook.
politics and just,
You know, I got 3,000 followers on Facebook, and I was hoping by making a post, you know, she could get some help. Some people did hit me in my messenger. Good looking out for that. You know, Emily was real appreciative. She's real humble. I met her a couple times, and she's got a lot of genuine, authentic plans for what she wants to do with that position for our community. So vote for Emily Klaus, man, for Thurston County Commissioner. I just want to throw that in there.
yeah,
for sure.
that's the thing too. I was just saying the other day is that we speak a lot about things, but we really need to be the voice for them. Like, instead of just sitting around talking about stuff and talking about how, man, this needs to change, and like, we, you know, I wish this was this and that was that. Like, we are the future. Like, we are the future. Our kids are the future. Like, we have the fucking rights to vote and to make things happen. We just need to come together and make that stuff happen. And it's like, some stuff is super, super important and imperative to like our futures for real. And we need to get that going and just stop sleeping on it. Like, there's a lot of major things going on right now in the world and that pertain to us, and even wages, the cost of housing. You know, we've been through this in some of our other podcasts. I mean, serious things, how to protect our children in their schools and make them feel safer, you know, what their money's going into. Like, I just read something the other day and it was talking about something $1 million, something that passed to put buses on like hybrid, right, or to make them better for the environment. And I'm thinking,
got
that
books, bro.
millions of dollars could have went to like some security of freaking metal detectors at the school to make sure that our kids are not getting shot up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, I don't know. We need to be the voice for, and just stop talking about it amongst ourselves and like take it to the boards and really make stuff happen.
And speaking of like all this new stuff that's happening, one thing I personally experience is this mandatory increase in car insurance. Like, first of all, the way I feel about car insurance is just, that shit's whack anyway. You go 20 years without getting an accident, you done gave these people hundreds of thousands of dollars.
And what are you getting back?
They don't give it back.
Or you're not getting a discount, right? Like, so it's not like, hey, you have car insurance, so you're getting a discount on your tires. like, you know, if you have medical insurance,
you're getting
nothing
like, for you. You're literally just,
you know what I mean?
Right.
You're just contributing to somebody's pocket for some big.
Literally, where is that going?
It's going to their pockets.
No, where is car insurance going though? For real,
I don't know. I have no idea. It's not. You know what I mean? But all I know is I was with one company, Vern Funk, and they changed my policy by almost $100.
Increase your premiums, huh?
Increased it. And so I had to switch companies. I went over to State Farm, honestly, and I got the Drive Safe app, and that thing's amazing. It actually kept my price exactly the same had I stayed with Vern Funk. But for whatever reason, Vern Funk, they be wanting money down and all this old stuff, and no, it's not cool. And I just don't understand that. You know what I mean? Like,
me either. I never have. That's why I usually never had it. I had it when I had a car loan because I had to, and then for the longest time I never had it, and I was fine. I didn't. But the only thing that wasn't fine was like the tickets I got because I was driving on suspended, so it was like an automatic. Like, they knew when they saw my car registered to me.
Somebody like me, I got a perfect driving record.
Yeah, but like right now, I could get away with not having it. I'm sure,
until you don't.
But or I will just pay the fucking ticket because it's still cheaper in the long run than the.
It's funny how you look at right, how you look at things like that.
And also,
because if you pay a ticket once in a year, that ticket might be like $500-$600, but you're paying these people
thousands,
$1,100 to $1,500 every 6 months.
So, and also, too, because when you get in accidents, like, really, 9 out of 10 times, what really is your insurance company actually covering for you or doing?
I mean, if you have full coverage, they're pretty much covering everything except for, like,
a lot of things.
You know, a lot of them have a what's it called?
Gap?
Not a gap. where you got to pay a deductible.
Right.
You know, you
Like
might have like a
medical, yeah.
$250 or $500 deductible where you pay that and then they cover the rest. But then you have like I just, you know, financed a brand new car. So the gap coverage that comes with the financing is if my car gets totaled, they're paying 150% of the loan value. So not only are you getting your loan paid off, you're getting half that amount back to go towards a whole brand new car, which essentially could get you something off the lot without payments if someone totaled my car. You know what I mean? So, but still, man, just that.
All that.
Where's the memo? Like, where is the notification to the people that, oh yeah, from one day to the next, all your premiums are automatically going up? Like, how are they informing people that your insurance is going up almost $100 a month in some cases because some commissioner or whatever decided that, hey,
Where's that money going?
Just so happens I happen to work in the insurance industry.
No, I know you work in the insurance industry, but there's gray areas. He can't say who he works for specifically, but he does have some internal knowledge. And since you brought it up, what is it that I'm talking about exactly?
Yeah, man. So what you're paying for is the fact that if you come around the corner, you smack his head, and you hurt that man, bodily injury, and you were to hurt him substantially enough to where he would have medical bills. And I always say insurance is a wall of defense for your assets now and your potential future assets. What you think you're worth in the future or what you will be worth in the future. And I'm kind of with you, Lacey. Before I started working in this industry, I didn't have insurance. But when I started working in this industry, I didn't want to be that guy.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying?
I have insurance now. I've had it because I needed it to gain my license back.
Right.
That was just part of
But they force you into things, right?
Correct.
It's a trap.
But once I was fully on my own with my license, I still kept it. I went back and forth with, you know, could I use that extra? Because for me, just to insure me and my license, it's not like if I get an accident, boom, my car is gonna be covered. No, this is like you get an accident, you're legally insured, and then whatever, they'll figure out the rest. But at least you're not getting a ticket for that. It's like $90 a month. But I'm like, you know, I could maybe use that $90 a month.
Right.
So like, I don't know, but I want to be legit because I was not legit for so long, and right now I just want to do everything right.
Right.
And so I just try to like not think about it, but it is bothersome. It's annoying, but I just try to like not even think about it, you know.
But you know what happens nowadays? You know, you get into not even a barely a fender bender. You guys agree everyone's fine. There's no damage on either car. You guys split ways. They look you up on Facebook because they have your name. Like, oh, he's about something. My neck hurts. That's the issue.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That's why you want to be covered. It's just a different society that we live in nowadays. Yeah, you know what I mean? Plus they'll give you a ticket for it.
Yeah.
It's true.
You know, there's stockholders at the top that are in cahoots with the companies, and they sat down at a barbecue and they said, hey, how can we get society? You know, I got my own feelings about it, but
Yeah, I think we need a new governor, for sure. I think.
Who is the governor right now?
Oh my God, what's
Is it
his damn
Inslee?
name? Yes.
Is it Inslee?
Yes, and I just think he's not that great.
I thought it was a
Mm.
no. See, I don't even follow politics.
Inslee,
I
I know
should.
that's mostly from when I was locked up because I was always watching the news every morning when I was getting ready. That was just like my routine.
You just put it on as you're making your coffee.
But I would listen.
Making your keefy.
No, when I was getting ready, like, you know.
Right.
But now that I'm home, I never watch it because, for one, we don't have live TV. Well, we probably do, but I don't use it.
You don't use that part of the service, right?
And so I don't ever, I find out in the news what's going on from, TikTok and Facebook, you know? And then it'll be, if I'm interested, I'll read it. If not, I'll just scroll past it. But anyways, I feel like he might have been cool to certain things, but I feel like we definitely need to think about somebody else for us. I know Sheriff Sanders is amazing. Everyone loves him. He's young. He's hip. He's real. He's honest. He's open. And he's more not set in the old ways of like the old time sheriff that was like, you know, nope, this is how it is. This is what the book says, and this is how we're doing it. And we live in Texas, like, you know what I mean? And he's like, no,
Fire squad.
he's like, this is 2023. This is what my people need, and I'm gonna tell you, you know, this is how it's gonna go. And these are the uniforms we're gonna have because these are what makes sense and are comfortable. We don't have to have all this and do all this, and we don't have to have clean shaven, you know, like standard when November. What's that?
No shade November.
Yes, and stuff like that. So. Anyways, there's just a lot, I think, as I'm older, obviously, because I never gave a crap about that shit either. I don't vote for the president. I should.
Neither do I, no.
I should. But I don't. And I couldn't also for a little while. But just things that, like, as I'm older, I'm realizing, like, I need to, like, be a voice and be a part of movement.
Do you think your voice matters? At the end of the day, if all else was the same and it was down to one vote, do you believe that your vote would sway the pick either way?
Well, the way you just asked the question,
right?
Yes.
I think if
it's down to one vote, then your vote
You
will
get what
matter.
I'm saying, though.
But
You
I
get what
think
I'm saying.
also people, it matters
General
more
public.
in groups. If you can be just the one loud person, you know, like out there chanting for stuff. But if you get the groups of the people,
Right.
and the people come together and stay and stick together and don't fall off and fall out, that's what's going to make the movements that make the changes.
I don't know. Just look at us. There's 3 of us here. And from the community feedback, from what I literally have run into people in gas stations now, and, you know, constantly in my inbox, they make comments on our posts. We 3, just with this podcast, are making a difference.
I would have to agree with that.
Our voices are being heard. And the fact that we all have what they call lived experience, which, you know, defines like us as being, you know, recovering addicts,
Right.
you know, dealing with reentry, having been to prison and seeing it from that side. And then me having a job on the complete opposite spectrum of that, helping people coming out to reentry, helping people with their recovery as a coach and doing stuff like that. And even, you know, she brings up Sheriff Sanders. In my professional life, I had a meeting with him. And the things about him that I really, really particularly can highlight is his authenticity and his thinking outside the box. And the fact that one thing that stood out that he said is he said that all the guys that he has on patrol are young. And he said one of the dynamics in the sheriff's office that has not been in the past is that the main sheriff and the deputies and the guys on patrol
There's a gap.
are all the same age now. There is no big gap.
Okay.
Because he also said that when he walks into these meetings or, you know, these political, you know, arrangements, he's like half of the age of the youngest guy in the room besides himself.
Right.
So he's dealing with a lot of, you know, it's an uphill battle.
Yes.
And being a sheriff, the way he explained it, is political in nature, but at the end of the day, he's still law enforcement.
Right.
You know, and I'm not going to go too much far into it because he is coming on the show. So there's some topics you guys will hear straight from his mouth, some things that, you know, he has plans for Thurston County. And, you know, I had a private meeting with him, but that was in my professional life at my job. You know, the Loving Lacey Podcast is separate, but it's also still a platform for authenticity. I will not bring someone on the show if I don't believe that they're going to be authentic. So any of the guests coming on, that is our only requirement. It's authenticity.
And really what the thing is with our podcast too, the more I think about it, it's like, you know, because people are always like resistant to watch things or subscribe to things. And it's like, if we just have this support, anything can be big with just support. And it's like, you don't have to watch it all day, every day, 24/7, or even watch a full episode, but subscribe and like us and support us. Just like a small business, like you would do a small business. Like we are just trying to better our community. It's not like we're out here trying to make money and we're making money off of this. You know what I mean? Like we're literally just doing this to like reach out and to hear feedback and to like try to better our city and our town and our community and give ideas of like things we can do and come together. Like, so like, subscribe, share, like just do that for just because. Like, don't be a hater. Don't like not do it because you're being lazy. Just do it. Who cares? It's not like You're not paying to like and subscribe.
Right.
You're not, it's not affecting you negatively to like and subscribe. It's like, it's just another click of a button and it's stored in the X simple. And you can, you know what I mean? Watch it or not. But
and that's the one thing. That's the one thing that I've noticed we all say, even with our different opinions about things, is just support and give feedback.
Yes. Whenever I can, small businesses, I'm with it. Like,
every time.
Yes.
Every time.
Or anyone I know, anyone I've known or have known that opened a business or is becoming something or trying to do something, I at least go see what they're about.
Automatically.
You know what I mean? I at least try to support them once.
Especially local. Like at the end of the day, when you talk about being a voice, you don't have to try to change the world, but speak about where you live. Loving Lacey, the podcast show for the 360, is the embodiment of authenticity, about loving our area, about mindfulness in your community. And what I mean by that, what I mean by that, by mindfulness in our community, is being in the moment, being in the know, representing our local, where we eat, our local businesses, places to shop, places to take your kids.
Right.
Places to get your hair cut.
All that. I went for the first time recently to the farmer's market. And man, the farmer's market is
cracking.
It's cracking. It's nice. The people are nice. I got some jams for me and my wife from the little jam place. There was a little coffee shop there, and I ended up getting a cold brew coffee. Dude was really nice.
And you got them things, I want to say aromatherapy. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah. They had another shop in there.
Natural.
I got some natural stuff for my daughter who just had my grandson. Some what was it?
Belly rub, basically.
Belly rub. Something. It's called something for your tummy, but it's just.
No, it's like a stretch mark.
Okay.
Therapy.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Good lotion.
Like some lavender mist
spray and I got a little. I'm real big on orcas. We from the Pacific Northwest. I've always spoke on orcas, and then I have the Northwest Orca Think Tank, private Facebook group for Northwest entrepreneurs. But I've always believed in orcas because they kill sharks. Everyone, puts sharks above, but at the end of the day, orcas are smarter.
Orcas are running
They come together, and they're doing their thing, and they're out here in the Northwest. So, I got a little emblem I hung from my rearview mirror in my car from there, and it's just good to support them people. And when I told them what I was doing with the podcast, none of them were like, "Oh no, you can't take my pictures." So you'll see, I got pictures from all through the farmers market where I was spending money and contributing to the local businesses and the local functions out there.
Right.
And it's good. It's a good thing to love your area and love your city and have a platform to honor them, to showcase.
Yeah, we're here to voice things for you and to get them out for you. We're an extra platform. So you got a small business, reach out to us, leave us a message. Right. We'll shout you out. We're not charging to shout you out. We don't want anything back from you. We're just trying to explore our city and our county and so much that is within it that we don't see on a daily or think about or know about. Right. Until you're like in passing, like, oh, what's that? Oh, what's that? Or you see something pop up and you're like, oh, that sounds cool or good. We're trying to be the platform to like, this is our city. This is our county. This is what we have to offer. Like, go do this. Go do that. This was cool. This wasn't cool. This was great. This wasn't great. This tasted good. This didn't taste good. Like, we're the voice for us. Like, come on, support us. Help us. Like, we'll help you too. Like,
give us your feedback, man. We're not perfect. We can only go so far without feedback. Feedback is the catalyst to growth. We need your guys' feedback.
I mean, a lot of people pander when they do things, whether it's politics or shows, or they do stunts and they bring up controversial topics just to get people to view them. Like, it's a good marketing strategy if this is your day job and you're trying to get money. But, like Lacey said, this is not about earning an income. Like, we're kicking it. We're having fun.
This is our free time. This is
we kick it anyway, right?
Unearned free time. We are taking out of our lives.
This is what it is.
For you. Just to entertain you.
It really is the podcast show for the 360. You feel me? Like, this is really for all of us.
Yeah.
And we're new to this, so we're still trying to figure out our structure and like how we want to structure the show and how we want to structure things. We're like I'm with the comedy. So I'm like, we can't just be all super serious all the time. We got to always have laughs, you know, because that'll keep audience's attention and whatever. You know, he's like super business and he's like both. So, you know what I mean? Like, we're trying to incorporate everything. And I just think that, like we said, we have so much knowledge and we've all born and raised here and we've all been through so much. And so it's not like you're not talking to some unfamiliar, white collar, just, you know what I'm saying? Like Karens who, you know what I mean? Politicians you know what I'm saying? Like, we're realists, we're real, we're here with you. Like, we've been through it. Now we're on the other side. Like, we are understanding of both sides.
We're sharing our wisdom. We're sharing our knowledge.
Our experiences.
We're sharing our time. We're giving our energy to what we love. You know what I'm saying? And we love where we're from and we love where we are in life. And that's really what it boils down to. Like, if you're in a good space, you share that. You know what I mean? You share that with somebody else. Your energy is uplifting. We're not putting nobody down. We're not, we ain't hating on nobody. Like, there's a lot of podcasts you could watch that maybe spend a lot of their energy talking down people or highlighting people in their worst times or their bad times.
Right.
We're trying to do the opposite. Like, and bigger than just a podcast. One thing we talked about is I want to do a Loving Lacey presents a daddy-daughter dance. A son-mom dance.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And we might ask the community to help fundraise for that because there's a lot of good halls that can host something like that, and we need it for our community. Like, these are good events. These are things that we can do.
Yeah, and we're not a comedy show. We're not going to be someone you just want to turn on the radio while you're driving to work so you can laugh. Like, that's not, you know what I mean? This is like informational, you know? Mm-hmm. You'll laugh, of course, but we're like informational and we're helpful and we want interaction.
It's family, it's culture, it's music, it's comedy, it's authenticity.
That's why we need to be on the live too. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, we'll go live, like, just so you guys know, our season 1 official episodes will start dropping every week at a set time, so you guys can set your calendar to it.
And notifications.
So you got to subscribe on Loving Lacey YouTube. However, we are also now live on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music. Like, so if you just want to listen in a car without having to watch us, you can do that too. But if you watch the show, you'll see the pictures. There'll be different edits. There's just things you could look at that make it more entertaining if you're watching it. But also, you can listen. You know what I mean? Like, we're dropping it in multiple ways so that everybody can get it. Because if you're not from here and you pull up Loving Lacey Podcast, it might entice you to come to Lacey or Olympia or to Thurston County. And we're talking about things like the Centralia Water Park, Gutter, Maine. The Gutter, Maine. He just went out there just because my wife had brought it up and made a post. And that's it. It's just about sharing and putting our city, our area on the map. We're bringing awareness to where we're from. And we're inviting people to come and enjoy our lives,
I think another thing, so I'm about to get some tattoos. I've been waiting to get tatted up. So I want to know, like, some real, because I'm not just like, it's not just line work. I want like some cool designs, right? Maybe like some flowers or just whatever, a woman, like, but I don't want it to look super basic, I want it to be like that white pop with the black, you know what I'm saying? Like, super good. I want to know, like, is there anywhere around here where the people can do that good? Because I have not personally seen someone around here. I see it all the time on the internet, but I don't know locally. I haven't seen, like, dang, where did you get that? That is hella bomb. Like, what's the
basically what she's saying is if there's some dope ass artists out in our area, get at us either on Loving Lacey YouTube, Loving Lacey, the podcast show for the 360 on Facebook. We got a page, Loving Lacey Podcast at gmail.com. Man, we'll come to your shop, pay to get the tattoo, and then shoot an episode and showcase your business.
Right.
We will showcase your business.
And I got TikTok. It's not super booming, but it can be. And if I put more time,
he's got 3,000 followers on Facebook. I just got 3,000 followers on Facebook, close to it. She's got a few hundred. I got 5,000 on IG. Anything we post, you're going to get a decent amount of free marketing. Right. And if we're shooting, how you putting in the work on there, like, tattooing is big. So where y'all at, man? Run it.
Where you guys at?
Where y'all at?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get some work from you too. If you do something dope with my wife, let's go. You're gonna get paid for getting it. You know, you're gonna get money spent with you, and you're gonna get your art
It's a blank
showcase.
canvas. This is the artist's
it's dope enough,
dream. It's a blank
Maybe
canvas,
I'll get
baby.
my first
Get at
tattoo.
me.
You know what I mean?
Calvin might get his first tattoo.
If it's dope enough, maybe I will.
Man, drop
It's gotta be
these
filthy,
spots,
though.
suggestions.
Drop it
in
like
the
it's
comments.
hot.
Let
Drop
us
it
know
like
what's
it's
good.
hot.
Hey, speaking of like just some on a completely different topic, right? Netflix. You was talking to me about this earlier, right? So when I was in prison, I had all the books to the show The Witcher sent to me. I read all the books, every single one, and I remember on the books it had the little circle that said this is a Netflix series
Okay.
also. So when I got out, I started fucking with it, and it's the same actor who played the Man of Steel, and then he's the Superman
Oh,
in the most recent, you
what's
know.
his name? I know you're talking about.
I can't think of his name right now, but it's that actor. He plays The Witcher. But if you're a book reader and you read the books and then you watch the show, you will be pleased. Like it's like that. It go hand in hand with the book. And season 3 just dropped,
Yeah.
so I got a text chat with my daughters and my son, the older kids, and I'm like, hey, who out? They all like, yeah, we all watch it.
Yeah.
So they literally came over and we had a family night just to watch The Witcher, the first few episodes of season 3. And unfortunately, season 4 they finna swap him out with Liam Hemsworth.
Oh, but he's the man too, though. He's the man too, though.
He is the
But-
brother of the man.
Right. Oh, I'm thinking Chris. Okay.
He's Thor's brother.
Right.
In real
The
life.
other one.
He's the other one.
Him. Over
Yeah,
there.
him.
Him.
But you know, I don't really know how I feel about
Right.
how they just could swap characters like in a show like that, and it's doing so well.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I know you said, yo, you about to start checking out The Witcher.
I'm gonna check it out. You told me, someone else told me. I'm gonna check it out, man.
Yeah, it's good. Wednesday
What is
was
that
actually
about,
good
man?
too. Wednesday's a really good show. I know a bunch
Wednesday?
of people have been saying it, but me and my wife ended up looking at it, and I binge watched the whole season. I liked it. It's pretty good. Nostalgic. It's got the whole Addams Family dynamics involved, and it goes for show.
You guys got
Netflix.
some topics you want
Do
to
you-
get at, or
Well, this is kind of along the lines. What do you guys? I mean, obviously now I kind of know the answer to this, but cable versus internet, and then apps. I feel like people are paying too much for cable.
I don't have cable. I have not had cable. I don't
Right.
feel the need for cable. I obviously for 2+ years only had cable, but the internet and apps, because I feel like if it is even something on cable, you can still stream it.
Right. I got the jailbroken Fire Stick, and then I got this other app from this dude out in New York, so I can access cable if I choose to, and just like Comcast would, you know. I'm so deep into my apps and stuff. I don't.
And
I have that
all
ability.
our TVs are Roku smart
Yep.
TVs, so yeah. Definitely that, and because you can do that, and
Right.
Yeah.
And you know what turned me off about cable was years ago. I'm a type person. I don't like monetary surprises. Listen, if my bill is gonna be $1,000, I want to know right now. Tell me it's gonna be $1,000. Don't tell me $250 and then it comes in the mail and it's $251. Tell me what it's gonna be. That's what we agree on. I don't like that fine print shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so-
And the cable company been doing that for years. The apps,
Oh
though,
my goodness.
the apps all.
Killing
I
me.
personally mess with the 3 apps: Disney,
Disney.
Apple Plus, and Netflix.
You don't fuck with YouTube?
Not
My
for
kids
shows.
are
Not
off.
for shows.
Okay, right.
The
My
kids
kids are
watch
off
YouTube,
I
but-
am on
I
TikTok.
mean, we're on YouTube.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm
All
on
I watch is YouTube.
All I
mainly,
watch on
like
my phone
90%.
is like TikTok and Reels and stuff.
I'm saying like for my
YouTube is
shows.
my music platform.
For my shows, it's Apple, Disney, because I'm into all the Marvel stuff. I don't
Right,
watch
right.
I
all
like
the,
Max and Hulu though too.
Yeah, Max
We
has some.
got,
Max
we
has some.
got Paramount, we got Prime, we got all these.
Right.
But you know what's crazy is like you get on there and it'd be all this old ass stuff, and you're like, well, damn, like,
Sometimes you're like, there's nothing to watch.
oh, and you
Weird.
literally hundreds of thousands of shows and movies, and you're just scrolling and scrolling. By the time you find one, you fucking fall asleep to it because you've been searching for 5 hours.
Yeah, I've had that before.
Yeah, I'm with like my top 3
Okay.
is the Disney for all the Marvel stuff, Apple Plus has really good
Apple
stuff.
Plus is good.
And it's only $6.99 a month.
Fine.
And I can share it. So like I got the Apple Plus, and so on my phone I can add, I think, 5 family members. So my daughter can use my subscription, my wife can use it,
Right.
and they can shoot it right to the TV too.
Right.
In fact,
That's $6.99.
in
That's
fact,
love.
Netflix is no longer shareable. In fact,
Right.
they cut that shit
They're gonna
off.
lose so much money for that, though.
You used to be able
Or
to share your logins.
They're going to gain a lot of money because now all the
And
people that were using other people's accounts
You no
have
longer,
to get
if
it
you
for
were not
themselves.
at that address where you were logged in, and you did not claim to be on vacation or whatever for however said amount of time, you're not getting logged on. So that is no longer a shareable thing.
Yeah, I got it on my phone. I got it on
Netflix,
my laptop.
not Apple.
Netflix. Yeah, Netflix. I got Netflix on my phone, on my laptop, and then obviously at our house, but nobody else could use it. But like with Apple, and because I have
Right.
the Apple ID shared family plan, I can list like 5 family members. And if
Right.
I get a subscription, and it's vice versa. So if my daughter decides to subscribe to something within that Apple ID, I can have access to it too. So
Right,
I really dig that.
Apple
But
is
the
good.
Apple
They have good
it's
shows,
$7. I mean, $7 a month is like nothing for cable, and it has good shows on it.
Have you ever seen Euphoria? Check out Euphoria.
Oh, I love that.
have.
Why is it so long until the new season?
I know.
Though? Like,
It takes
god
it
damn,
takes
like 2
forever.
years.
I love
Like,
some
what
Euphoria.
Listen, you have not seen it. So good.
I have seen 1 or 2 episodes of Euphoria. I know exactly.
Check it
what
out.
you're
There's
talking
another one
about. I
too.
just didn't follow it all the way through because
It's fire,
you know,
bro.
recently incarcerated. Some
Okay.
things would just be like a premiere on cable, and they'll
Right.
be like the first 2 episodes. Like when Sylvester Stallone had that show that just came out. Was it Tulsa King? I don't know if
Ooh,
you
I'm
ever.
not hip.
He got a brand new where he's a mafioso. He did like 25,
Okay.
and he got out, so he went back to his original mafia people like in the big city, and they sent him out to Tulsa, like some
Okay.
backwater.
Okay.
And he walks into a dispensary and starts doing the old school
Yeah,
gangster.
yeah.
thuggy- like it's a good show. However, I only seen 2 episodes because they only
Because of-
premiered 2
right.
episodes on Paramount. I used to watch Yellowstone when I was locked up. Like everybody was
I heard
on
that
it.
was good too.
Oh, Yellow Jackets is another one I
Super
just
good.
heard was really good.
Yeah,
I need to
Yellowstone
watch that.
is really a
No
good
Yellow
show.
Jackets.
No, but I'm saying Yellowstone.
Yeah,
That's so when we were watching Yellowstone, they premiered Tulsa King after it, but only the first 2 episodes.
Okay.
Because it was cable. So I
There's
haven't caught.
There's
back
another
up.
show too. It's about the strip club. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
What's that show called? I like that show.
P Valley.
P Valley. Oh,
Stars.
I love. It's on Stars. Okay. I thought it was on Apple. Yeah, I
You know who else
love
loves
P
that show?
Valley.
Your mama.
Yeah.
His mom watches P Valley.
She loved it. She told me she loved it. Mm-hmm.
So, some things that you guys can expect in between now and the next season is Kalvin's gonna, look for the content.
Calvin's having a baby.
I
am.
Fake news.
Fake news.
Fake news.
That's
Marty, fake news.
No,
Man, chill up.
he's gonna be doing some shorts. We're
Yep,
still
check
gonna
him out.
use
Check him
the
out.
Loving Lacey podcast show for the 360 Facebook page to drop pictures of like when
Yep.
we're on our little summer vacation. Essentially, our season's gonna start up the end of August, first week of September at the latest, and then we'll be dropping weekly.
Yep.
So it will have content. We're gonna build it up.
It's
But
about
you're
to
gonna-
be hot, y'all. Stay hydrated. Stay
Yes,
safe. Get to the
stay
water parks. Get to the rivers.
hydrated.
Get to the lakes.
By the way, I sent him a picture of something, and when I saw this, I thought of you. But there are these water balloons that have a little magnet in them. You dip them in the water and you close them, and they're. Show the picture later, and then put it on the thing.
Yep.
It's a
Pictures will be in
reusable
the
water
edits.
balloon.
I seen those.
seen
Reusable
them?
water
Yeah.
balloon.
I just saw them the other
Save
day.
the environment.
I just saw them the other day for the first time. They're
No,
dope,
I heard
bro.
of them. I ain't seen them. I heard.
Oh.
But wait, my kids can't handle water balloons.
Hold
Mommy!
on. You are a gardener.
I love it, bro. I have turned into a green
Green
thumb.
thumb.
Oh my goodness, bro! There's something soothing about it. There's something to get out there and to bust your ass digging up this dirt, and then to take care of this plant. And I know they're alive. Listen, my coworker always says this. I know they're alive, and now I know what she's saying. But to see them from yesterday to today, and these little plants will grab onto the, you know, you have the little thing it has to climb up, and you have to put it on there so it can wrap around. This is the sweet pea plant, you know what I mean? And it wraps up. And to see yesterday from today, it's almost like when you do construction or landscaping. To take a step back and remove yourself and see the work that you put in, it's super gratifying, bro. And I have a little garden out front. I got the peppers and the zucchinis and the.
Oh,
I love it. I love it.
That's what's up.
You know what I mean? And one day.
That reminds me, my mom gave me pumpkins. I never did plant them. They're still on the side of the house.
Can I have
On
one?
the porch.
Look. Now he's poaching. He went from farming to poaching.
I got two little pots with leaves already. She said, take these home, put them in the ground, and you'll be surprised. Those little.
Yeah.
like,
Well, if you don't use them, I will take them 100%.
Kalvin will poach him. Keep your animals in the house. He's poaching.
Keep your seeds locked up.
Keep your seeds locked up.
So there's another thing too that you want to do. So Kalvin has put together a cohesive list of questions.
Yes.
That are supposed to be really deep,
Yeah.
and profound. And he's going to interview B and Laycee individually,
Separately. Yes.
separately.
And then I'm going to edit the video myself too. And we're going to keep it from these two. Do him separately, do her separately. Ask them both the questions. I'll edit everything and they will see it.
We'll see each other's answers for the first time. You know, this is just stuff we're going to do in between, you know, the first episode of the first season. So just stay subscribed, stay tuned.
You got to be in season 1.
Because you know you like to be in people's business.
Yeah. One thing about us is two things. We're transparent and we're authentic.
Right.
People love to watch us.
Yeah.
They love to see what we're doing bad or good.
Bad or good.
They want to
y'all
know
gonna
what they
get
want
it.
to talk about.
Yeah, we're going to let y'all know, man. And right now, when it comes to parenting, we're doing good. Better than before, but not as good as we could do later.
It's always a progress. It don't matter. We definitely ain't the worst.
There's no
We
right
are
way
definitely
to do
not
parenting.
bad parents, and we're definitely not worse. We are doing, you know,
Yeah.
it's not us. It's
We're
the
working on
kids.
it.
It's not about us.
That's how
Them.
Hey, that's what it makes me feel like in the morning sometimes. That the kids, they just go crazy. They be tripping.
But now they don't got to get up for school, so there's no attitude and there's no, you know what I'm saying? Like,
So
real
what
cool.
what are you doing now that they're not getting up to school? What are you doing with their days? I was actually going to bring this up. What are you guys doing with your kids' days now that they're not
It's only
going
been like
somewhere
a week.
for 8 hours?
How? Okay, but
It's going to be for 89
so
more days.
The first week we did not do much.
Okay.
Now this week we went to the water park. They've been
I
in
saw
the
that.
pool. They've been outside. We went to the park. We went to Tumwater Falls. You know what I'm saying? I'm all about getting the hell out of the house.
I see you.
And doing stuff. However, it's sometimes a process and sometimes it's a battle. And I feel like, well, damn. And now my thing is, you know, I'm going to have an on-call babysitter because you're not ruining. I want to get outside.
Yeah.
I want to go walk around. So, like, if you don't want to get yourself together to come enjoy ourselves, you can get left.
Right.
Well, we brought it up before.
Right.
So one thing about that I really liked is when the kids are in the moment and you're like on your way out the door, instead of essentially ruining the day, ruin the day or telling them they're not going, is
when
they get back, say, hey,
No
before we
TV.
left, this happened, so now there's going to be a consequence
Right.
that's unrelated to the event.
Oh, yeah.
So when they get back, it's about to be something's about to happen.
Respect, yeah.
So then
That's
maybe
not
in the
ruining.
future,
Right.
they
What
might
I'm
think
trying to
twice
do
about
and plan.
I
acting
like
up
that.
before they leave.
Right, I like that.
Yeah,
And everyone
because-
always says, do this one time and then they won't do it again.
No,
I
it
did
ain't
this
one
one
time.
time. Not for mine.
It ain't
We
one
got baby gangsters
Yeah.
over here, okay? And we got smart, witty, you know what I mean? Manipulators. Okay? These are
They're fast.
So check it out.
manipulators,
Check
like
it out.
regulators, but manipulators.
We talked about it on another episode before, but the Parenting Bank
Yeah,
on
I be
Facebook.
cracking.
There's so
It is
much
packing.
I love
good
it.
It is
content.
I love it because I like to just know that I'm not alone. I'm
Yeah.
like, because I be in my head all the time, like, dang, I'm not doing this right. I should have done this better or different. And I get on there and I let it out. And then I get all this, girl, me too. Me too, ma'am. This is what happens. This is what I did. This is what worked for us. This is what we did to differ. This is, and it just lets me know, like, okay, like, I'm not
very
the only
proud.
one.
I'm very proud of that creation.
It's not.
probably,
That is a good one. That is a good one.
probably, one of my best.
It's the most interactive one that I've experienced.
Because everybody struggles with parenting. It's
Yeah.
one of the most
Realistic,
consistent,
yeah.
everyday, different adventure.
Right.
It's
there's
the
no
most
right way to do it.
important endeavor you will ever
Exactly.
undertake.
There's no right way to do it.
You know what I'm saying? So on Facebook, it's a public group, The Parenting Bank. Look it up, join, contribute.
Again, it's
Right.
free.
We love it. It's free.
We ain't getting no money off you either.
We kinda have
But
that
even
thing
if we
going
were,
here,
you should
don't
have
we?
supported us.
Absolutely. Like, we're not making big bucks.
Right.
We're not making any bucks doing this. Like, this is literally for your pleasure, for fun.
This is for fun, and this is for y'all to get to know your town and county better, and to let us know it better.
I did want to tell you though, there's a bowling deal where you can. I'm at to ask Tiff the exact details, but you can get like this bowling pass for the summer, to where you can bowl all day, all you want, from like 12 to 6 or something like that. At the not the West Side Lane, but the one downtown, Aztec Lanes.
Yeah, Aztec Lane is nice.
Yeah, they got
Which
a
they
good deal.
actually redid themselves as well, so it's not like what it looks like from the outside. It's actually pretty cool.
It's nice
inside.
in there now. It's super nice in there now.
Yeah, I was just in there not that long, couple months ago. I like the new look.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they upgraded a lot.
Yeah,
So, before we cut out,
Yes, God.
this is the preseason finale.
finale.
Kalvin had a controversial question he'd been telling me about all week, but he wouldn't tell me what it was.
Okay.
So,
All right.
what's good?
I want to ask you two, in front of the other one, despite the other's answers, do you believe in the word soulmate? And do you believe in the word soulmate? Do you believe that he is your soulmate and vice versa? Think about that.
Who's answering first?
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Go ahead.
And answer as if she wasn't sitting here. You as well.
So I'm going to say like this. If I didn't believe in the word soulmate and I looked exclusively at the events of our life objectively, then I would believe in like two people being meant for each other.
Okay.
Because our history, no matter what happened, and it's been 9, almost 10 years,
Say about 19 years.
and a lot of things have happened. We always gravitated back to each other, and each time was stronger than the last, and this
Okay.
time is the best relationship, from my opinion, that I've ever been in, and that we've ever been in together.
Okay.
Because essentially we've been in, like, you could almost say 4 or 5 different relationships with each other.
Okay.
But this is the one. So if soulmate is the term, then I could agree with that, because there's so many other avenues either of us could have went to end up right back here,
Right.
and stronger than ever.
Okay. Okay. I was hoping you would say that. There's more coming. Lacey, do you believe in the word soulmate, and do you believe that Bilal is your soulmate?
If I did believe in the word soulmate, yes, he would be my soulmate.
Okay. So you answered both there.
Yes.
Okay. So she answered my question. So did you. So I'm with her on the first answer. I don't believe in the word soulmate.
Right. I think for me, I think it's a mentality and a stigma. Not it's not the right word. I don't know stigma, but like
A creation.
It's just like love at first sight. I don't.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I think you can lust at first sight for sure, but I don't believe that. That's just me.
Okay.
I don't believe there's a soulmate. I think that, but if there was, yes, you know what I'm saying.
Okay.
And concur with everything he said. That's why I really didn't say much, because he said it. So
Okay.
I didn't need to like repeat what he says. Like, we have been through so much, and obviously I feel like we're for sure where we were meant to be. You know, the not gravity, but what's it called?
Gravitate?
Nope. Kept bringing us together. The universe
Okay.
kept bringing us together, and you know, you guys need to be here. Retry this now. Nope, it's not working. Retry it again. Like, you know, kept bringing us together. So I believe in that. I don't. I don't know. I'm not like a huge, I don't know, like soulmate, love a person.
Okay.
I'm not that type of person, really.
Well, I was hoping one of you would go against my thoughts. So me and you were kind of on there. But, so let me ask you this, because of the way you answered. It's kind of like when people break up, right? People break up in the moment. It's the worst thing in the world.
Yes.
Oh my God. But 6 months later, truth is, you both will find someone else and be totally fine. So, since you said yes to the question, do you believe that if you never knew Lacey, you would feel this exact same way about the person you were with? If you never met her?
Well, both of us have
You would
been,
hope, right?
I mean, both of us have been in different relationships, and that's why I say, without having that as my core belief, because I don't necessarily believe in soulmates, but if somebody would say, would you consider that your wife is your soulmate if I laid this out to you this way? And I have to step back and look at all the different things that led to today with us objectively, then I could be convinced. Like, all right, I could accept that. All right, I can put that title on that due to this evidence. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, what you're asking is, I think essentially anybody that chooses to be in a relationship, to have a family, wants to feel that about that person that they're with. They want to feel that, and they want to feel like that person feels that way about them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I do.
Because
100%.
you know, in our society, like marriage and that whole thing has almost turned like 180, where like our parents and maybe a generation before them did not believe in divorce. Like, it was,
I'm with you, that's it.
yeah, it was
That's
like,
it.
you know what I mean? Like, you could be completely
You're stuck.
disgraced in your society and your social status. Like, you got divorced. Like, oh my, you know what I mean? And now it's like, yeah, if it doesn't work, try again.
Right.
So you're saying is that in every relationship you've been in, you have felt this way because you wanted to, and you wanted to believe it, and you wanted them to.
No,
Did we already talk about this or something? Because I feel like we're on the same
No,
shit.
but I'm
crazy,
just saying,
crazy.
not to like, I mean, because we're just here, you know what I'm saying? But like, I can say for certain, I have seen letters from him to past relationships, you know, when he was locked up and stuff like that, that were almost verbatim things he has said to me. So that's why I'm asking him, because it's like, you said you felt this way about them when you were with them, and you say you feel this way about me when you're with me, and he just said, his answer was in a roundabout answer. He was saying, in every relationship, you want to feel this, and you want them to feel this.
Right. No, but wanting to and feeling that way is two different things.
Okay.
So when you are forcing something, there's a difference than when it's natural and when you really feel that way.
True.
Because you can tell somebody something, or you can tell someone that you feel something, but you can have reservations in your own mind and know that
you're just wanting to see what they say back, or
no. But I'm saying you can have those reservations. You can, in your mind,
not actually feel that way.
Exactly, but you're still saying it because
it's the thing to do.
There's that. Well, there's that. Maybe that hope that maybe if I keep,
saying this,
fake it till you make it. Maybe it'll get there. But really, if you looked at the situation objectively, you'd be like, I knew all that about this person.
Yes.
I knew that this person was selfish. Yes. I knew that if I gave this person a chance to do this, they would do this.
Yeah.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
But you had to see it through.
I can say in the few, I've only been in just a couple little relationships, honestly, very different. each of them very different. They were not the same. The love,
The relationships? Or
yep, the love
okay,
in each
okay.
of them was different. How I felt towards each of the men in each of them is different. How they reciprocated me and how I felt that they loved me, completely different. And each of the couple, and mind you, I've only been in a couple of relationships in my whole little
existence, right?
Yeah, all different. So for me, again, but I don't, I'm not like like, I don't know what it's called.
Just try.
I don't know the word for it, but like, I'm not like a conventional like soulmate, love at first sight. I'm a realist. For me, what I think is real, I try to keep it real, and I'm just like, this is what it is. This is what it is, not what I want it to be. This is what I see, so this is what it's giving me. I'm not gonna try to create this or make this like. I may make excuses here and there because I want this more than he may want this,
or vice versa. Right.
But at the end of the day, black and white. I always saw both for everything for what it was versus what I wanted. But all of my relationships entirely different, completely different. I literally, on a comparison, there would be none. They were literally all unique and different, and I know when I was and wasn't truly in love or loved, or if I was using whatever to get through whatever.
Right.
Yeah. So,
and that literally goes back to what I was saying is,
right,
what you're doing. What you'll admit in the dark room by yourself,
right,
versus what you'll write in a letter to somebody when you're locked up, or what you'll say to that person that is in a situation that could change drastically if you didn't have that person in that situation. And you also know when you feel genuinely about somebody. For example, in my own relationship, there's times where if somebody were to say like, it's over, I'm like, all right. Even if I was like, oh, I'm so in love with you, or
if you had already
because I knew.
This.
I knew on some levels that A, this probably is not going to work. B, there's all these different scenarios and factors. So I was like, I played my role until
day by day,
until the end. But in our relationship, consistently in the years that we've known each other, whatever happened, we end up back here.
All right, and I've seen that with my own two eyes with you too.
Whatever happened. So regardless of who we've ever been with or said whatever we said to, that cannot be taken away because we're right back here in the here and now.
Yeah, and there's also like we're both thriving and successful on our own, so it's not like we're back here because we need it.
One needs the other, or the other one.
That's why I say we're in the best place we've ever been, and we're having the best relationship we've ever been.
And you still chose each other
because we both individually didn't need each other. So we both come into this knowing it's a gravitational want, and it's a desire, and essentially that's what you want to feel from your opposite.
Right, and also I've in terms when it comes to relationships is like, it's not all fucking cakes and finesse and cookies and roses and dates and everything is always great. Like there are so many trials and tribulations, and especially for longevity, like relationships that last a long time. Think of all of the things you go through and all the even simple aging. Each other looking and changing in your looks, acting and thinking and doing differently.
Mindsets.
Because you're going through something or they're going through something and they're changing. I mean, you've been together for all this time from your 20s to your 40s. I mean, what do you expect? Kids, weight gain, weight loss, stress, jobs, job loss, you know what I'm saying? Like financial stress, like there's so much that goes into so you have to like realize it's a steady work in progress to be in the relationship, and that's when you have to come to the term and think about like, is this the person I want to put in this effort with? You know what I'm saying? Because it's not just gonna be in this relationship. It's gonna be in every fucking relationship. You're gonna have your little honeymoon phase in the beginning of any relationship, and everything's always gonna be so cool in the beginning, and they're gonna give you the most and do the most and finesse you the most and make you feel the most, and then eventually they're gonna get settled, and it's gonna be like, okay, like I don't want to cook, clean, and sweep for this motherfucker and iron his clothes all day,
Right.
every day. Like, it was cool at first, but now it's tiring, you know? So, like, I'm just saying, like, to be a realist and, like, realize you're going to go through this with anybody.
That's exactly how I feel.
Is this the person that you're going to work this through with and that you
Right.
want to grow old with? Yes or no? That's what I had to,
I feel you. I 100% agree with that. I don't believe in the word soulmate because I feel that if I had never met Tiffany, I would have been happy with whoever I would have had children with.
Right.
And I wouldn't even have known.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even have known.
Right.
Just, you know what I'm saying? And if I would have not moved to Lacey and stayed in Germany, I would have met some girl there, and it would have been you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
I'm happy the way my life turns
Yes.
out. I'm happy that my kids are who they are with this person because my children wouldn't have been these people without her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I wouldn't have known the difference.
Nope.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, or like you said, you break with someone and in the moment,
it hurts.
you've had that routine
Oh
and
my
that
goodness.
consistent whatever for so long that's what you're used to. That's your routine. That's your schedule. That's your habitat.
You feel like you want to kill yourself.
Yeah, it's just anything foreign, especially for creatures that have it. It's fucking a reckless tornado
Right.
because you're like, my whole everything's upside down. And I have been through that multiple
Right.
times actually in breakups, but eventually over time and things, you know, you get used to your new routine and your new habit and your new, you know, and then shit feels finally a little normal and then you figure life, you know, so it's just really that's what it is. Yeah.
It's like I said, truth is, you both move on, you both find someone else, and you both end up happy. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the word soulmate was
I mean, you
invented
could
probably
look
by
at
the
you could
same-
look at it like
Yeah, because there was
could
people
look at
in
it like
between
this.
for us too.
Right.
Like, it's not like he was just single and like he had been.
yeah,
you
but
know,
but that's what I'm saying. So if you take the word soulmate and just look at its origins and what it's supposed to embody, right? It doesn't matter how many relationships you have because you can
Correct.
you can end up with your non-soulmate.
Correct.
You could come across your soulmate in any form, like the real, actual divine definition of soulmate.
So you're saying like a soulmate could be like your best friend.
It could be. So essentially, like a soulmate is somebody that you are so in sync with, that the relationship is so natural and you're so drawn to, and this and that. It doesn't even necessarily have to be
Your intimate
romantic.
So it'd be like
Right.
block for you.
It could have been somebody like that you
And I
never had to
do
argue
get
with,
that.
Yeah.
never had a fight, never. You know what I'm saying? Just somebody that was put here to be in your corner. Like when you guys meet or come across each other, there's not going to be any separation throughout the rest of your life, regardless of what the scenario, what
Yep.
the case may
And
be.
I can get with that, and I feel that. But like love, romantically wise, I don't feel
Well,
that.
the thing with love and romance, if we have shit on it
Yeah.
so much in
Yes.
our society.
Yes.
Right.
Love has been
Cheating's
watered
become
down.
normalized. Side bitches have become normal.
You know, love has been watered down.
Glamorized.
Yeah.
But not only that,
Beyond normalized. It's
when
glamorized.
you say like
Lacey.
I love pizza, it's now
Right.
on the same level as
Right.
like when you're in middle school and you guys just say it because you heard your parents say it. You're just
Right.
now we just parrot it. But like there's a difference, because when I say I love Lacey, like I mean that shit, and it's daily. Love is a verb. It's something that you do. Your energy, your time, your thoughts
Right.
define your love, not vice versa. Love is a word, but to love is a verb,
Right.
and it's consistent. It's every day. Everything you do when you pull up at the gas station and you go in there and you're in a rush and you're getting gas and you see something and you think of Tiff and you grab it and you bring it home. That's love.
Without even thinking about it. Right.
That's love. That's consistent. Putting your energy,
When you go
your
to the
thoughts.
Nike store and you bring me home some Jordans, that is love.
You didn't bring me home no Jordan. You just went. Damn.
Don't act like every other time I shop I don't be getting you stuff. You and the kids.
You brought it up, baby.
I
I'm just saying.
literally never left the store and just get
Hey,
myself.
but right now, though,
Right.
just so y'all know, we're going to end this real soon. The
We gonna
Like,
come back
right
to
now,
this
I
though.
gotta
We
pee.
gonna
I'm
come
gonna
back to
pee,
this.
guys.
the Nike outlet is
No! Don't
popping
tell
right
him!
now.
Don't tell him! Don't tell him!
Hey, it's popping. They're in that new building too. It's
No,
popping. down
listen.
there.
Hey, y'all so many
No.
Jordans in there right now, and they never have
Don't
shit.
tell them.
Oh, she's sad. She gonna go now soon.
I'm gonna go Friday. I get paid, bitch. I'm out of here.
I went the other day, man. They didn't have no shoes in my size, man.
Listen
not
to me.
one. Not one.
They never have Jordans. Stupid sign again.
I didn't even see nothing.
Every time I go to the Nike outlet, I might find like a one pair of Jordans.
Right.
And it'll be, of course, never in my size, always in usually the dude section. And it'll be like one just like mediocre. No. They had, I ain't never seen them so on motherfucking fire last night. I was so excited. I'm surprised I left with money at all.
Right.
Because
Me too.
It was like that. Are they on their shit right now?
Right now.
I mean, the last time we went, man, I was only able to get like a pair of all black Nikes. Like I didn't like hardly anything.
Yeah, and I
in
think
my
I
store,
limited
like-
myself like 3, but the time before that I went, I got 7 pairs. And I'm saying, I mean, I have a shopping issue. Everyone that knows me know that I love clothes and shoes and accessories, and that's my thing. I love it. But I'm telling you right now, usually it's like, I'll get this because it's a random color I don't have, so fine, and it's a cool ass kick, and
Right.
it's cheaper. No, last night I went there, ones, freaking LeBrons, freaking Air.
All on sale too. Oh,
It's
shit.
a Nike outlet.
I
of course.
need to go
Everything's
back
on
down
sale
there. I don't know. No, I went down there one
the ones
time.
were
I went down there one
150, the
time.
ones were 150.
Okay.
See.
And a couple of the Jordans were like 160, but but because they're the ones, they're like not
Right.
the ones, but they're like the ones, like they're
Wait, the ones or the ones?
not the ones, not like Jordan.
Okay,
ones,
okay, but the
they're
ones.
like, they're him,
Okay.
they're him. Okay,
Yeah,
so I did get
we
2
don't know about
pairs.
Rick and Morty though.
I did
We
get.
don't know about Rick and
I did
Morty.
get
I was
2
gonna say
pairs.
dope shirt. I was
And I
gonna say.
got to kill my baby. He's a Nike head now. He loves Nike. That's his thing, and I love it because you're my little brand baby. Come on, baby, let's get it.
He's all the way with it.
That's my dream. He's a mama's boy and he's a brand baby. Come on,
Yeah.
handsome.
Yeah.
Let's get
She
this.
said not the ones, but
Oh yeah, because my daughter, she'll wake up and go like the Exorcist to school and not care. I'm like, girl, you are so beautiful. Like, just let me help you, you know. But anywho, so yeah, you shouldn't have told my secret. Now I'm gonna have to rush down there for sure.
Nike outlet. Hopefully y'all grab them all so she don't spend all the money.
I'm going tomorrow. You know what? Don't even matter.
Right.
Cause girls is players too. Hey.
Oh man.
All right, y'all. It's been fun. This has been an amazing journey. Look for season 1 episodes.
We're
End
gonna
of
have to-
August.
we're gonna
End
have
of
to do it.
August. September first week at the
We need one of them
latest.
big hands with
Right,
the one.
another one.
At the latest. Season
Did we do it?
1
The
is
little
coming.
fingers?
What?
Yes.
Thank you
yes.
guys for your support, man. Thank you guys for your
Keep
support.
supporting, sharing, subscribing, liking, commenting, dropping jewels. If you got a business,
Oh my
man,
God,
like
juke, baby.
come holler at us, like come on the show or have us come to your business and shoot an episode at your place of business.
Exactly.
You know, we will showcase the shit out of your business if you local. Like that's what we do.
Oh yeah, the homeboy Demetrius Beach Brown. He wanted me to shout about.
Yeah,
he just
yeah.
started cutting hair or whatever.
Okay, do you know the name of the barbershop or is he just doing it solo?
I know he's
I
cutting
have
hair,
it in
but
my-
I don't know the barbershop, but I know he's cutting hair
He's
though.
good. I think he's out of his house
Okay.
right now because he's
Okay.
just starting out. But forget what it's called. But we'll show
I just saw it on the thing too, though. I did. I do want to say one more thing. Happy birthday, Joe Nelson.
Happy birthday to you.
Rest in peace, your soul.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, man.
Hey man, I just want to apologize too. I was sick, Lacey was sick, Kalvin was busy, that we didn't do a Father's Day episode.
Ooh, I know.
We all were like, oh, we didn't do a Father's Day
Right,
special.
right.
We did a Mother's Day special and we didn't do, but it wasn't on purpose. We just, the stars didn't align for it. So I just want to throw that out there and let y'all know we thought about it. We wanted to. It just didn't happen. Not this year. But shout out to all you fathers that are doing your thing. All you fathers that are in the parenting bank, dropping comments. It ain't just about moms and
Right.
theirs, dads too. Dads that move. Shout out to y'all. That's a big support group. I just met Will at the Juneteenth event. We're supposed to meet up in the future and do some stuff. So, man, just keep parenting. Keep being authentic, man. Keep achieving your best version of your best self. Loving Lacey, the podcast show for the 360 preseason finale. We out.
L-A-C-E-Y. It's our city. 60 Northwest. We got that. L-A-C-E-Y. So pretty. Loving it when you rain on me. There ain't nothing like my city.